Good morning, everyone. Welcome to admin annual. We'll begin with a roll call.
All right, it looks like online we have Allison France, Andrew Chorney, Ava Warburts, sorry, Ava, Cheryl Hartman, Claire Biddick, Alicia Buckholz, Melissa Fisher, Melissa Richards, Katie Fairbanks, and MCAT. In 206, we have Commissioner Vero, Strummeyer, and Slotnick, Don Hart, Chris Lonsberry, Annie Kathy, Maddie Scott, sorry, I'm just trying to complete blanks. Kanzan, Haze, sorry. Sorry, I feel so bad. And I'm so sorry. Yeah, Bryce Christensen.
It
Sorry,
spells it
Bryce.
funny. It throws me all the
No.
time.
No, I'm just not on my best day.
All
I don't have to
good.
do that at every meeting.
Yeah. Is there any public comment on items not on the agenda? Consent agenda, anything needs to be pulled out or discussed? Goodness gracious, separately, 27 items,
Grant agreements.
agreements.
Move that we approve all 27 items.
Okay. Any further discussion, public comment? All in favor? Aye. Nice God. Action items.
Hi, so first we have request the board appoint a member to the Missoula Development Authority. We had two applicants. There are two partial positions open. One is for an active term through June 30th, 2027. The second is an alternate term through June 30th, 2028. Met with Tasha Sabine, can't pronounce her name, and John Sears. The board recommends John Sears as active and Tasha as alternate.
We do that.
Second.
Any further discussion or public comment? All in favor? Aye.
Okay.
Okay.
The next one is request board appoint member to the Parks and Trails Advisory Board. There is one second alternate term available through June 30th, 2026. You met with four applicants, Matt Doughton, Rhea Overholt, John Sears, and Darren Baer. The board recommended Rhea.
Okay.
Move that we do that.
I'll second that.
Yeah, that was a tough choice. Very,
Yeah, there were a lot of really
Really
good
good.
applicants.
yeah. Any further discussion or public comment? All in favor? Aye.
We
Correspondence?
reach out to them and tell them to be involved.
Oh,
We want
yeah.
them to do other things.
Yep. In the letters I did suggest, attending board meetings and things like that.
Oh, yeah, that's,
That's great.
So Commissioners, I'm going to have you stay on action items because we have a resolution for you also.
oh, sorry.
That's okay. So this one's mine. So as you all know, you've been working with the clerk and recorder on identifying a process that would allow us under the new enterprise record system, or also known as Workday, to help us more clearly identify the difference between when somebody's protesting taxes, the actual amount that they're protesting, and we're required to pay on the amount that they're protesting, should they be successful in protesting their taxes. So to do that, we've created a new account and fund that will be used for that, for the interest accumulation piece of that on those. So in order to create that fund, what you have before you today is a resolution that basically establishes that process and that new fund and spending category inside Workday so that we can track the interest earned on protested taxes. That's what's in this resolution.
What's the fun called?
The Protested Taxes Interest Fund. Super exciting.
PTAS.
Yeah, as I say, big names. So.
Okay.
Move we do this.
I'll second.
Any further discussion, public comment? All in favor? Aye. Okay,
Thank you,
now on,
Chris.
to- yeah, thank you, Chris. Correspondence, discussion items. We have one lawsuit with Sean McKenzie.
We got the interim county auditor.
Yep.
Oh, sorry,
Yep.
missed that.
It's okay. So Commissioners, you were formally notified by the elected county auditor, Dave Hall, that he was going to be retiring at the end of the calendar year. I don't know if anybody else would like or needs a copy of the memo. No? Okay, John says no. So what the memo that you have before you today is for me as your Chief Administrative Officer. Basically, under the Montana Code annotated, you will select the interim auditor who will serve until the next election, which will be in November, assuming there's not a primary opponent in June of 2026. So you'll be appointing somebody for roughly 1 year until they take office in January. So you have a couple of different options here. When it is an elected official who resigns from their office, which is in essence what Dave is doing, you get to define your own process for that appointment because it is an interim appointment. And so what I'm recommending is that you reach out to staff and schedule appointments with the existing staff there to see if anybody would like to serve in that interim position, since they have been working and understand the processes and procedures that are currently in place to make sure that all of Missoula County's claims against the county are vetted before warrants, which are checks, in essence, are issued. And so there are 2 members of the audit staff that you could sit down with and have those conversations. The alternative would be to advertise the position and recruit to fill that position, similar to a normal recruitment, where obviously the board would be the interviewers of the applicants for that position.
Rather go with the first option, so.
Yes. Okay, so we'll work with staff to get those meetings scheduled here in the next little bit. For you all to sit down with those folks. And then after that, you can let us know whether you feel like you have somebody who you can appoint to that position. And if you do, then we'll bring that forward in an admin meeting for you to appoint that person to begin serving on Dave's last day.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
I'm just so grateful that we have a chief administrative officer and have this process in place. I mean, it was brought to our attention, like, when we were at NACO, like what Yellowstone County went through. They don't have a chief administrative officer, and when their commissioner was killed, like,
Very unfortunate.
they just had to, those 2 new commissioners had to like wing it. And
Doesn't sound like it's going
just
well.
sounds,
It is very challenging for sure.
Sounds very challenging.
it was so hard for them. And like,
They're trying to, they're
Yeah.
trying to do business, which they were overwhelmed at, on top of managing this great sort of collective community grief. And how do we deal appropriately with this person who was beloved, who's now gone? And by the way, we've got to run everything day to day.
yeah, it was, I'm just so grateful for how we have things set up in Missoula County, so.
We are really fortunate we have our team here for sure.
Yeah, feels good.
And we will miss Dave, who, from his current role, he's
For sure.
he's been an outstanding county auditor.
Yes. Agreed,
Definitely miss him.
agreed.
Okay.
Okay, events and invitations.
We have the
Oh
law.
my gosh, sorry.
Now we have John.
It said I'm not doing both of them.
Right.
Only one discussion item today.
Okay.
Commissioners, I am going to discuss with you a lawsuit that was that our office received recently. The lawsuit is Sean McKinsey versus the Poverello Center, Inc., Black Knight Security and Investigations, LLC, City of Missoula, Missoula County Commission, Missoula City Council, Mayor and Andrea Davis and Jill Bonney, Executive Director of the Poverello Center, and some other defendants who have not been identified. This lawsuit went through the federal court review process and was approved for service. And like I said, we were recently provided a copy of the complaint and asked to waive service. I'm going to now recommend that we close the meeting because I'm going to talk about our office's strategy in answering the complaint and litigation.
We close the meeting for litigation strategy.
That.
Okay, any further discussion or public comment? All in favor? Aye. Okay, we're gonna close this meeting. Thanks all.
It just doesn't